Good morning. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation. Happy day after Easter and all the other holidays we have going on, the spiritual celebrations, Passover, Ramadan, Hindi New Year, and just lots of things going on. Lots of things going on. I talked last week about the energy that comes in during this time of year, and I want to elaborate on that just for a moment. There's an influx of energy, vibration that comes in many times throughout the year, and springtime happens to be one of them. Um, Mid-year, when we go from our first half of the year to the second half of the year, there's a different energy shift that happens that is preparing us for the end of the year. There's a big shift in autumn too. In September, there's the fall equinox, and the kids going back to school, kids of all ages, teachers, all of that. There's a shift in energy at that time as well as the end of the year, as we know. And I was thinking about it this morning, and I think it's not noticeable unless we are made aware somehow of it's happening. And if, as when we're aware of it's happening, we can kind of feel into it more. I've talked with friends of mine over the years about the full moon, and I had friends who say, "Oh, that's just a bunch of baloney, that nothing changes at the full moon. It's just a full moon." But we think about the water shifting in the oceans and water shifting in our bodies. Of course, that's going to affect our behavior too. And if we look at it less as a physical thing and more, well, it's all physical, but as an energetic thing too, it increases the energy. And when energy is increased, our nervous systems are more active. And so when these times of year roll around or the full moon rolls around, there's definitely a shift in what our nervous systems are noticing. And the more we're aware of it, that shifts into our intuition. And, we can tap into that energy and use it to just support ourselves more with whatever we're working on. Our emotions can rise during those times. And the more aware we are of that, the more we can just work with ourselves and be a good friend to ourselves during that time. Like, okay, it's a full moon. I'm feeling a little cuckoo right now. And it's okay. And I just need to slow down and be more mindful and breathe. So as we're moving into this week after these major events, we just notice the maybe we're feeling more calm. Maybe there was kind of an increase in energy and now we're feeling calm. And then we're going to be carried forward with this new energy. I was with my adult offspring, my kids this weekend. They were visiting in town for their spring break. One of them is a teacher, another one is in school. So they both had spring break at the same time. And we decided we were going to the zoo, even though we are all older than 25. And it was lots of fun. And in the zoo here, in the Tampa Zoo, they have one of those water rides where you get into this big thing that holds probably, I don't know, 16 people if it was fully loaded. And it's just a little bit of a hill, and then we go down and splash in some water and got very wet on a very hot day, so it felt lovely. Um, but I was thinking about this energy that we can feel, these energy waves that we feel, and that wave of energy for Easter, for holidays, for the full moon, it rises up and then we're at the top and then we go down, just like this ride where it's slower at the top, but we know something's happening and our nervous systems are revving up for, okay, here we go. We're going up, we're going up. And then at the top, there's just a little bit of a lull in movement. and then we go down and we splash, and it's lots of fun. And the energy is like that too, where that, the incoming energy is slowly shifting our vibration. It's slowly shifting how we're feeling about things at an unconscious level. It can shake some things up, and that's why it can feel a little bit hairy sometimes. And then we keep walking through it. We just keep doing what is ours to do and keep moving forward and being mindful and breathing and keeping our meditation time and so forth. And then we get at the top of that energy, and then it breaks free, and we're at a different place than we were before the wave of energy began. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there, not because we have to do anything about it, but the more aware of it we are, the more we can cooperate with it when it's happening, and we just let it be, and it's enough. And that's our theme for our meditation time today. We're just going to let things be, and everything is beautiful and perfect just as it is, even if we want things to change, even if we don't like our circumstances. Things are as they're supposed to be in this moment. And just like that water ride, they're always shifting. Our job is just to be aware and cooperate with the shifting in the best interest of all concerned. So I invite you to get comfortable in your chairs if you're not there already. We might take a couple of deep breaths to let our mind body system know that it's time to be still. Breathing in deeply, filling the belly and then the chest, and breathing out and letting everything relax. Breathing in, filling the belly and then the chest. Breathing out, letting everything go. And one more time, we breathe in, filling the belly, then the chest, and then breathe out, letting everything go. And I'm just noticing even these deep breaths are like that ride where we breathe in slowly. We hold it just a moment at the top and then let everything else go. Let the breath go. Let any tension in the body go. We just hold. Nothing right now. We're holding nothing. And let your breathing return to its natural rate, natural pace. Just make sure that your breath is coming in through the belly and not just from your chest movement, not just from the lungs, but from that belly. Notice the pace of your mind right now. Is it quiet? Is it busy? Just notice it. Don't judge it. Don't do anything about it. Just notice. But let your attention be on your breath, not on the content of the thoughts, just on your breath. And we're just going to be within this center within us of our breath. We're just going to be in this little bubble of our time together today. We're letting go of the world. We're letting go of our day. We're letting go of any problems or challenges that await us after our time together. They don't even matter right now. Just letting them go. Right now, everything is enough. We have no needs. We let go of any desires that activate the mind. And we just be in this moment. We just keep bringing our attention back to our breath, to our bodies in the chair. We have nothing else that we need, nothing else to do, just being in this moment. You may notice just being can be very peaceful. Hearing the noises, the sounds around you without reacting to them, without judging them one way or another. Just letting everything be. in this quiet space of just being. We absorb light and energy, even if we don't know it or think we are. That silence feeds every cell of our bodies. It feeds our minds in a whole new way beyond the intellect, beyond thinking processes. It feeds our hearts with light and love, lightness and peace. And prepares us for our day, for our week ahead, for whatever our next step is. And if you can, just continue to rest in this silence, this light, this energy. I invite you to do so. If you need to go about your day, know that you're taking all of this upliftment and peace, love and light with you throughout your day. You can tap into the silence anytime, any day. And it's our privilege and responsibility to take time every day and throughout the day to tap into the center. And if you're going about your day, take a couple of deep breaths. Feel your bodies stirring, wiggle your toes and fingers, hands and arms. And a couple more deep breaths before you start your day. Thank you for being here with me today. I am so grateful for our time together always, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.